So inshallah we'll go ahead and start the ayah number 30 today. I have written the partial ayah here. Well, inshallah, see how much we can do. So the ayah starts with A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. So this is a very famous ayah of the Quran. And before we understand the meaning and the vocabulary of this, a simple background is that this ayah talks about the time when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned to the angels that He was going to place or appoint Khalifa on the earth. And hearing that, angels made a statement, and their statement was, why are you making such a thing or such a person who is going to spread corruption on the earth and who is going to shed the blood on the earth? So that's where I stopped the ayah, but the ayah will continues and inshallah we'll finish it next time. So going back to the beginning, the ayah starts with the word وَإِذْ قَالَ. Okay, so let's understand this thing. Wa here is just and. Okay, many ayahs of the Quran start with the word letter waw. And it doesn't mean that it is a continuation, but it's a style of the Quran that the ayah starts with the letter waw with a fatha, which simply means and. Okay. The next word is id. The next word.
If you stay in that board area, then the video will come. Stay in front of the board.
So the word id has a meaning which means when. Okay, but this word is used when we are talking about the past tense. Okay, when an incident or an event of the past tense is being talked, then word is used for the past tense. Okay. If Quran is talking about something which is not the past tense, like it's a present tense or future tense, then the word idha is used. This is the word which is used, which also means when, but this is for present and future. So in this ayah, the word id is being used, which means and when. Okay? And when. Okay? The next word after that, it starts with these three letters. Qaf, Waw and Lam. The meaning of the grammar or the vocabulary that comes out of these three letters will have the English meaning of to say. Brother? So Qaf, Waw and Lam means to say. Okay? Now in the normal grammar, if you have three letters, Fa, and Lam, this is our template three letters that we use, which means to do. And if you put a fatha on each of these three letters, it becomes fa'ala. And fa'ala is the past tense of the third person, which means he did. So that's how we make the past tense of third person. We take the three root letters and put a fatha on each one of them. Okay. So if we do the same thing on these three letters, this will become Qaf with a fatah, Waw with a fatah, and Lam with a fatah on it. Okay? So this will be he said. It's a past tense for the third person. Okay? The only difference here is that one of these three letters in these Waw is called a weak letter. Weak letter, and it has a fatah on it in these three letters, and they don't go together, and the weak letter Waw loses its sound because of the fatah, and it changes into an alif. So this word becomes qala. Qala means he said. Okay? So the meaning of the ayah so far becomes, and when he said. Okay? Now we don't know who this he is until we read a little bit more, but the meaning so far is when he said. Also notice that qala is the past tense. Okay? He said, and I mentioned earlier that is comes only when we are talking about the past tense. So this is a statement was made in the past. That's the reason is coming in here. Is qala, and when he said. Okay? After that, the next word, Rabbuka, okay? That word starts with these three letters, Ra, Ba, and Ba. Okay? Ra, Ba, and Ba. The meaning of these three letters is to provide. To provide or to sustain. Okay? When we combine these three letters, we can create a word which is called noun by combining with this way. Rabbun. Rabbun means a provider. Okay? It's a noun. Rabbun means provider. Okay? This word is also translated as Lord, which is commonly used by the translators. Rabbun means Lord. Okay? The complete word is Rabbun. Okay? If we stop and don't say the full word, we should say Rabb. We should try to pronounce Ba twice. A lot of people just say Rabb. That's no word like Rabb. Okay? If you have to say the full word Rabbun, but if you are stopping, you say Rabb. You have to make sure that the sound of Ba comes twice from your lips. Okay? So Rabbun means Lord. Okay? Then, so this is a noun. Okay? The letter Kaf with a fatha is a pronoun which means you or your. Okay? And this is used for one person only, singular. Ka means your or you. Okay? In Arabic, noun is called ism and pronoun is called dhamir. Okay? So now we have two things here. One is a noun, which is Rabbun, and a letter Kaf with a fatha, Ka, is a pronoun. Okay? So in Arabic, for example in English, if you combine a noun and a pronoun, okay, you will just say your Lord. You just to take these two words together, your Lord. Okay, so you just take full two words, one your and one is Lord, and you say your Lord. So now this combined word has a meaning. Okay, before these were two independent words. Rabbun was one word and your is another word. But when you establish a relationship between these two words by saying your Lord, then you just combine these two words together. Not in Arabic. Okay? In Arabic, you will have to combine Rabbun and with the letter Ka. Okay? So when you combine these two, some change takes place. Okay? And the combination of these two, when you have Rabbun plus Ka, it should become Rabbuka. Once Dhamma goes away, we have sound of two dhammas, okay? Bun, sound of bun, okay? But when you combine with the pronoun, Rabbun becomes Rabbu, okay? So in Arabic, when you combine two words or one noun and one pronoun, that's what it happens. So Rabbuka means your Lord, okay?
Tanween is gone. Tanween is gone.
Tanween is gone, only one dhamma is left. Okay? So this becomes your Lord. And your still means one person. Now, because it is one person, the Quran is coming to one person, which is Prophet ﷺ. So he is being addressed first time. Your Lord, okay? And then after that, when we read the Quran, which means Quran is addressing every one of us by saying your Lord, okay? Also notice that the translation we have done so far, and when he said your Lord, okay? Because there is a proper noun here after that, then we don't need to translate he anymore. Okay? So the meaning so far will be, you take out the he from here, the meaning will be, and your Lord said. Okay? And your Lord said. Okay? So we don't need he anymore to make the proper sentence in English. So let's look at the next word after that. Okay. The next word starts with these three letters, Mim, Lam and Kaf. Okay. If I take these three letters and combine them this way, I put a fatha on the first one and a fatha on the second one, and a sukoon or jazam on the third one. It is like malak. Okay? Malak is angel. There is another word which can be made by the same three letters, Malik. Malik means king. Malik means king, but Malak means angel. Okay? So, but the word we are using in the Quran is the first one, which is Malak. So we have to focus on that. We don't need this one. But it is important that you pronounce correctly, otherwise the meaning changes. Okay? So its plural is Malaikatun. Malaikatun means angels. It's plural. Okay. Malaikatun means angels, which is the plural of malak. Okay. This is one thing very important to notice here is that, as I mentioned, that if you have a word sajid, that means a person who is making sajda. If you have a word sajidatun, it's a feminine person who is making sajda. So in Arabic, you make a feminine by adding a ta marbuta at the end with two dhammas, sajidatun, hamidatun. But even though this word malaikatun has two dhammas and a ta marbuta, it doesn't mean that this is a feminine. The malaika are free of being male or females. Okay? Because every word in Arabic has to have a gender, feminine gender or masculine gender. So gender here is feminine, but it doesn't mean that they are females. Okay? So malaikatun means angels. Okay?
That means that this word never been used before the Quran. In that
No, this was Arabic word, they were using it. Yeah, it was being used. Yeah. Okay? So malaikatun means angels. Okay? Now, if I put al before that, al means the. Okay? Al means the. What al does? Al takes out one dhammas on the next word. Okay? So the word now becomes al malaika tu. Okay? So we have to remove one dhamma. And we will put in da before. Al malaikatu means the angels. Okay? Now, if I add one more thing before that, which I add in a lam with a kasra, this means two. Okay? So this will become two. Al means two or four. Okay? But here the meaning two is being used. Okay? But lam with a kasra, li, is a harfijar. What harfijar does? It looks at the next word, and if it finds a dhamma, it changes into a kasra. So it looks at al malaikatu and will change this dhamma to a kasra. So this will be another change that will take place. Okay? So it will be li al malaikati, which will mean to the angels. Okay? Also, when you recite these together, we don't pronounce this alif. We combine this lam with this lam, and it sounds lil. Lil malaikati. Okay? And that is the way it is in the Quran. Lil malaikati. The way it is written, that here this alif is written, so this is just a different way of writing. You combine this and you make this short alif. Okay? So lil malaikati means to the angels. Okay? Lil malaikati means to the angels. To the angels. So when your Lord said to the angels, okay? So it's about in the past sometime Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addressed the angels and he said something to the angels. Okay? But up to this point the ayat says that sometime in the past your Lord said something to the angels. Okay? Then what did he say? Next few words are the statement of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So the next word is, it starts with inna. Inna means surely or indeed. Surely. Okay? And ya means I or me. Okay? Inna means surely, and ya means I or me. Okay? If I combine these two together, then it will be written like inni, like this, which means surely I. Surely I. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, indeed, surely I. Okay? I means Allah talking about himself. Okay? So this becomes surely I. Okay? After that is the next word, which starts with these three letters, Jim, and Lam. Okay? These three letters have many meanings. One of them is to make, or to appoint, or to place. Okay? Several meanings for this word. Jim, Ayn, and Lam. Okay? We also know that if we take the three letters and put an alif between the first and the second letter, okay, like sajada, sin, jim, and dal, if I put an alif, it becomes sajidun. Sajidun means as a person who is making sajda. So if I do the same thing, this will become ja ilun. Ja'ilun. Okay? What is the meaning of Ja'ilun? A maker. The one who is going to make. Okay? So it will be, one meaning will be, is someone who makes something, is a maker. Okay? Or someone who is going to appoint something. Or someone who is going to, it's a person, it's an individual who is doing something. Okay? Performing something. So you can call a maker, or you can say one who appoints someone, or one who places someone. Okay? So Allah says, I am the maker. You can say, I am the maker. Or, I am going to make. Okay?
Same as Khalid.
Khalidun, no, that means to live forever.
No, I mean, sir, create.
Create Khalidun, yes. Right. But here there is a difference. Allah is not saying, I am creating him in this ayat. Okay? He's saying that I am going to put something somewhere.
Place.
Means it may be that he's already created right now, but I'm going to appoint him now. I'm going to make him. Okay, make doesn't mean that I'm creating, even though it can be taken as the meaning of creating, but it also means that he is going to take which he already has created and put him somewhere. Okay? So that is the making or appointing or placing. Okay? And if it means he is creating, then it is creating. Okay? So here Allah says that I'm going to appoint, I'm going to place, or I'm going to make him something or somewhere. Okay? So that is the Ja'ilun. You can also translate that I am going to make. Okay? So, but I'm going to just write down maker, maker, because we understand what it means. Okay? Which means I'm going to make. Okay? Okay? So the next word is
First line, first.
Ardun. Ardun means earth. Ardun means earth, land. Okay, but here is the whole earth. Okay. And if I put al before that, it means the earth. By putting an al, it becomes the earth. But what also al does, al takes out one dhamma from the two, so it now becomes al ardu. Okay? It is al ardu. If I put another word fi before that, fi means in or on. Fi means in or on. Okay? Fi is a harf jar also. Harf jar will look again at the next word, and if finds a dhamma, it will change into a kasra. Okay? So now it becomes on the earth. On the earth. And when we read these together, we will not pronounce this alif, we will say fil ardi. Fil ardi means on the earth. Okay? Fil ardi means on the earth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning to the angels that He is going to appoint or place someone on the earth. Okay? He is going to put someone on the earth. Fil ardi means on the earth. Okay? So fi al ardi can be written just like it's written there, and it's recited fil ardi.